Dean, I guess you're up.
Okay, I'm going to start the meeting by the oath of office for our newly elected trustee, Patrick Cavanaugh. So, Mr. Cavanaugh, will you please stand up, raise your hand. I, in your name, do
Patrick
solemnly
Cavanaugh.
swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and that I will discharge the duties of trustee
and will discharge the duties of trustee
in Auburn Township
in Auburn Township,
and Geauga County
Geauga County,
with high fidelity.
with high fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, no one called to this guest for tonight,
No.
so we'll get the, we'll go, I gotta sign that, I think.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later. Set of minutes from the 18th of December.
I didn't find any problems with changes, so if anybody has anything, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
This one.
Okay, call for a vote. No, you call for a vote.
I call
There's
for
going to be a lot of calls for
Motion and
votes
second.
tonight.
Oh, okay. Troyan,
Yes.
McCune,
Yes.
and PJ.
Yes.
And then you have to sign this too. We do scheduled reports, and the first meeting of the month, which is what this one is Emrick Gordonson with, who's our highway superintendent, who's gonna give us a report.
Just real short and sweet here, guys, I know we have a lot to cover. Auburn Township Road Department report for December 2023. December saw 3 weather events that required 5 rounds of plowing and or salting. A total of 130 tons of de-icing material was used, which brings the new monthly average to 320 tons. We currently have approximately 1,749 tons of road salt in the dome, and that still is last year's salt. We do have this year's contract in our back pocket. The new truck was put into service, we did receive it, and we'll be running the truck in Route 15, which is the northwest quadrant of the township. And also Nancy, then you contacted the Easy Sign for the application of, on the side of the emblems out there. Geauga County Department on Aging has reached out for our committed dates for senior trash pickup. These will be on May 30th and the 31st, which is a Thursday and Friday. And also the number of pickups has been capped at 100. So if they do come in here, we'll redirect them to Department of Aging, they'll take care of that, so. We will be getting a quote from a vendor here, for the dumpsters for that event, and also for large item day, and then I'll have that within the next couple of meetings. And that's what I got for you guys.
Okay, anyone with any questions regarding the roads or township services for Emrick? Thank you, Emrick, we're gonna move along quite late
Absolutely.
tonight because all the stuff here. Trustee reports, we'll start at the other end of the table with Mike Troy.
I'm gonna relinquish my time so we can get on to the organizational meeting.
I will do that, other than to wish everybody a happy new year and a healthy one.
Okay, the one thing I'm gonna get to is the little get-together I had meeting next door at the fire station in regards to scouting. Okay, being the chartering organization, as we have been since the church folded up over here, we own by scout rules all the assets, all the physical assets, and all the financial assets. So as we talked about, and Debbie, if I miss a term, help me out here, okay? The Cub Scout pack doesn't have a leadership.
We have no Cubs,
We have no Cubs, okay.
no
But-
leadership, no students, no kids.
Okay, so they've gone inactive this year. Hopefully temporary, but of course, you know, their tents and their whatnot are in the storage units that we put in up at Adam Hall in the addition. And they do have some financial assets and cash in the bank. By law, it's ours.
because they're gonna go idle. So, it's, yeah, since we're a public entity, I might as well mention, it's like $5,200 or some such thing. My personal feeling is that we have no business with that money. It should be issued back to the active 101 troop and held for seed money to restart the Cub Scout.
Well, if they have no
program.
leadership, who's gonna hold it?
Well, no, this is the
Cub
two
Scouts,
different,
the
the
Boy
Cubs
Scouts
are,
still have
Oh,
Boy
okay.
Scouts are in business.
All right, okay.
But we issue it back, that my thought would be, we issue it back to the Boy Scouts with that stipulation that it's used for seed money to restart the,
So it's just the
Cub
Cub Scout
Yes.
group that has $5,200?
yes, the Boy Scouts have more.
Interesting.
Remember, they took quite a donation from the
Yeah, it was
church when they
donation
closed
from
down.
the church.
So there's a financial transaction we have to do here. Somehow it's gotta, that the Cubs have to give it to us, and then we have to give it back to, or at least that would be my proposal, that we give it back to the,
The
Boy Scout
The
troop.
101 troop.
yeah.
And they have, their leadership's all in place and it was,
I don't
The
know
numbers
what,
are smaller, but,
yeah,
you know, we're
I don't know what you guys think of that, but
Is
that's
that-
how I'd like
is
to
that
do it.
time sensitive, or can we?
Well,
wait?
I said this is gonna have to be worked through our assistant prosecutor's office, and I said, we don't do time sensitive through there, you know?
Okay.
I said,
Yeah, I
it's gonna
would start-
take 4 to 8 weeks, I said,
Yeah,
to get
I'd
this
start the
done.
recommendation through her and see if she concurs with that.
Yeah.
That, to me, that would make sense.
And then
Also,
the
somehow
other,
we
the
can
other
do a
thing I
transfer
think we
direct.
should do is, Lynette's gonna give me all the contact for the fellow we were talking to tonight, I don't even have his card. But, just to make sure we hit all the legal necessities of the scouts, to take the money and then to give it back, you know. Something else for Dan to do, but, that's how it's gotta be done.
Well, we might just put it in the thing, do we, question two, or do we actually have to take it, or can they transfer it directly in?
to the Boy Scouts, yeah.
Apparently
That would be
not,
one of the questions.
apparently not, because Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts are two separate
two
jurisdictions,
separate
yeah.
entities.
So I'm assuming
With
we're
separate
talking a
accounts.
checking account, a savings
Yeah,
account?
it's a checking account.
And if there's no leadership there now, who's handling that? Who has it right now?
There's a board of 3 that have handled this in a legal fashion. They've done it properly for, I think they said 12 years now. Does that sound about right?
And that board doesn't want to stay as an official board until you have Cub Scouts or
The
no?
kids are done, therefore the parents
The
feel as
parents
though
are
they're
done,
done.
okay, that makes sense.
They're just kind of maintaining it and treading water until we get directives of how to spend that, or distribute it, or move it from entity to entity.
I gotta say, as of a half an hour ago, I wasn't aware of all the, lines of demarcation there, and now I am.
Yeah, I'd say we just run it up to the prosecutor, no sense in overthinking it, this is new territory for pretty much everybody involved, so.
Nancy will work up a paragraph and send that on up to her then later in the week. But, yeah, I think left in the hands of the scouts would be the best way for that to potentially be used. That's all I have for tonight, so. Dan is out of town, a conference or something, is that right?
He
He's
had
watching
a
the football
conflict
game.
in meetings,
He's a Michigan fan?
I'm kidding, he's
but
not
he
watching
did,
football.
he did leave his report.
Okay.
Payment listing, totaling $41,121.09, and bank reconciliation report.
Okay. Thank you. And for those of you who don't know her, this is Nancy Dolezal, our office administrator, and birthday girl one day before.
Without her, this whole thing falls apart, so.
All right,
I love this job.
that NOPEC grant's gonna stay on there for a bit yet, I know we're kicking around
Those are
some
actually new
stuff.
grants.
And this, that quote from Hartman Electric for town hall lighting, that should fit that NOPEC grant, I would think.
fit that NOPEC grant. so.
No, this NOPEC grant is the community grant that we normally.
Oh, that's the one we bring into the 4-H groups?
Yes, we just issued the money, so
Yeah.
we don't
I
have to
concur.
take this in another way.
There's chairs.
Okay.
I just wanna let you know that we have been issued,
This is the new community for this year, which we've been splitting that up amongst the 4-H groups. All right, we got a quote for our lights are obsolete over there, you can't get bulbs anymore for town hall, so we're gonna update there, and Hartman's giving us a quote for $1,080. I think that would fit into some NOPEC funding, would it not? Should. So, a motion for that?
So moved.
Second. $1,000 for light bulbs.
1,008, no, this is for new fixtures.
okay, sign it and give it back.
And call the-
roll call. Call vote.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike,
Yes.
Jean,
Yes.
PJ.
Yes. Emmerich, put you back on the stand here, this estate donation from Eichler. What can you tell us?
Yes, we had contact with John Solver from the estate of Charles Eichler, and he was interested, on his passing, of donating all his yard equipment, landscape equipment, and stuff to the township. Nancy had conversation with Chrissy, and we did get a reply from her, and the requirements that you see that I took to Mr. Sobel is right from Chrissy's recommendations. He was able to, within a couple of days, get right back to us and satisfy all those recommendations. And it's listed there, it's a simple inventory of landscape tools. I think there's a small snow blower, a small chipper, and a leaf blower. Most of it's hand tools and stuff like that, and it's all brand new.
Wow.
And there's no sense, and the gentleman bought 10 of everything. So, there's a lot there that we can hang on to and that we can utilize, so. We're waiting for approval from the board, as Chrissy said, as for the ORC there. Once you guys, okay that, then I'll go ahead and contact Mr. Sobel, and we'll pick that up during this week then.
Do we have that sample?
Well, it's on the resolution, it's just,
There should be some chairs in the,
What's
that?
You're looking for the letter from the lawyer about,
Eichler estate.
this one?
It's attached to the back, too.
Mike's got it. So all you have to do is, the board of trustees has to motion to accept the donation that is offered with no strings. I don't think that email from Brady is there.
Okay, I'm just gonna summarize this. This is for equipment, as Emmerich previously described. My client generally, this is the closing paragraph here, my client generally purchased good quality tools and equipment, and so it is hoped that Auburn will get a great deal of life out of them. Nevertheless, it is no problem for the township to dispose of any items it receives from Mr. Eichler's estate when they have no viable use to the township. So, if we could include that in the motion here, I
Right.
would make a motion to accept this donation.
Okay,
Second.
who seconded?
Me.
Gene?
Mike,
Yes.
Gene,
Yes.
PJ.
Yes. Okay, thanks, Nancy. And this is Bill and Linda Noakes too, have donated $100 to the museum in memory of Ray Simpson, Auburn fence one, lifetime Auburnite, and Coach Alan Rayback, which we lost here a couple months ago. So thank you to them and thank them in writing. Okay. Any questions in general tonight, because we're gonna move into the organizational here in a minute or two.
We have a lot of people here that usually don't come, is there?
Yeah, any
Something.
questions on,
Just one, is this, is like a truckload, or, I mean, it's obviously more than one piece of equipment? Is there
Emmerich.
is there any way, I mean,
There's
ballpark?
a small snow blower, there's a small,
You said that, yeah.
a residential chipper, and also a residential leaf vac slash vacuum. There's about 7 rakes, 7 shovels,
Okay, good enough.
pruners, things like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, thank you for that
You're welcome.
explanation.
okay, we're gonna move into a long dry spell in this meeting, so any other comments, we'd like to give you a full hearing. Mr. Carmen?
I would love to address the Board of Trustees and the community here. I may?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. My name's Mike Carterman. I live at 16830 Jacobs Drive, Green Ohio, Auburn Township, 44023. Congratulations, PJ, and thanks for letting me have this opportunity here. I am here regarding my demotion from the Auburn Fire Department. On June 1st, on or about June 1st, I was called into the chief's office and demoted for what I was told favored a foul division of the fire department. Okay, and I'm appalled at that. I'm sickened by that. 45 years. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit angry about this. 45 years I spent on this fire department, and I've never once violated that oath of office. Sorry, I have my notes on the back here. The reason given, they were to file a division of the department. And then, you're out of here, is what I was told. A couple weeks later, I run into a resident. And the resident's out of town, or I'd asked him to come here, and he would have. He's in Medina. He was told that he heard, and that's hearsay, I understand that, that's why, but I'm still gonna bring it up. And I'm not here to be interrogated, okay, or cross-examined. This is my side of the issue here. He told me it was an internal matter he heard. Okay, that was handled by the chief. I know of no internal matter. Okay, that was handled. I was told you're out of here, okay, and it was favored to file a division, that's what I was told. Anything else was not told to me in that meeting. Okay, I've broken no rules, regulations, policies, or guidelines, ever, and I've never been written up once in 45 years. Okay, and I received nothing in writing regarding this, what I would consider, I guess, punishment. The Auburn Fire Department Progressive Discipline Policy was not followed, nor was the due process policy followed. At all. And I'm almost done. I don't want to keep you guys here all night, okay? This is the memo after 45 years that was given to the department and posted.
What's it say? Read it. What's it say?
Message from Chief Phillips to Auburn Fire Department personnel. Effective immediately, the line officer's lineup will be the following. And that's our unit numbers. It starts at 30, should be 3,000. And it has the officers, and I'm redacted from it. Okay, just like that. And then a little kick in the gut here. Now, the department was not told of why I was taken out. Okay? I would like to thank Michael Cardin for his time served as Assistant Chief as he transitions into the firefighter EMT position. I will not be currently filling any vacant officer positions, but an evaluation of the situation will be ongoing. If you have any questions, please contact me. The department wasn't even told. Here's our vision statement that I allegedly violated. Right here, that's our vision. I've never violated that.
Could you read it?
Yeah, read it.
I can.
Read it.
And this will be here for any copies.
Read it all.
for anybody. Auburn Fire Department Rules and Regulations, Mission Statement. The Auburn Fire Department is committed to protecting lives and property by providing professional fire and emergency services for our community. Visitors and neighbors with professionalism, integrity, and dedication. Vision for success. The Auburn Fire Department is dedicated to remaining a progressive, highly trained, well-respected, and disciplined fire department that provides high-quality fire emergency service to the community, which we do. Core values: professionalism, integrity, compassion, honor, dedication, courage, health and safety. Okay? If this here, okay, I have hundreds of examples I can give you that that's not true, that I violated this. Okay, hundreds of examples. I'm gonna give you two. Okay, this was in the, I don't know if this is front page of the paper or not, and I'm not gonna say I and me. Okay, because anything I did for anybody at that fire department, I guess for lack of terminology, got credit for it. I never took it personally. This is a young boy in the Micken family where he was presented with a shadow box. Okay?
For what reason?
He was getting a heart transplant and it boosted his spirits. We presented it at a pancake breakfast. One more. Let's see here, in June of 2019, we had a plane crash. Okay? Investigated by the NTSB and the FAA, federal agencies. I got a commendation letter from the lead investigator from the National Transportation Safety Board, personally, letter. I don't want to read the whole letter. It was just about the report that was done for the fire department. And again, a fire department report, not a Mike Cardin report. Okay, I want that to be clear. You don't get these. These aren't handed out. Okay? I have, check my cheat sheet here, a couple more things and then I'll be done, okay guys? I'm just gonna read. I'm not here on a bashing mission either. I'm just giving you facts, and I'm reading from the facts of our policies and procedures.
Take your time.
Thank you. Article 9, Section 1, Fire Chief. The fire chief has the responsibility that the department rules and regulations due process,
What, say it again?
due process,
Okay.
procedures, as referenced in Article 3, Section 4 of these bylaws, are followed and applied to all members uniformly and without bias. One more. Any member facing the possibility of discipline or termination shall be afforded their rights pursuant to the due process protocol as described in, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on, Auburn Fire Department Rules and Regs, Section 2, Cause for Discipline, as may be amended from time to time. I'm not going through and reading all that. This will be here, and I'm sure Chief Phillips would hand anything over or make copies at the fire station if needed, okay? But I have everything here. Now, I guess in conclusion, I want to say the due process is heavy for me. was not afforded due process. Okay? This is my only chance. It was posted at the fire department, the chief posted my replacement, a first assistant chief, he will be promoting that, and a second assistant chief. And you three trustees, you got those correspondence, okay. And I responded to that, to try to get back to where I need to be, for who I am. I'm not ready, I still have gas in the tank, I was not ready to retire or resign, or get busted down to nothing after 45 years, I was not ready for that. Okay? I don't know what else to say. I hope it can be handled at this level. I don't want to go any further with this. This is ridiculous.
Should have some time to sort it out in the next couple of days.
Can you explain the timing when you got noticed and when you posted the promotions? What was the time difference?
I'm sorry, one more time.
The time difference.
From the
When were
time,
you
You
notified?
got notified and he posted your successor.
I won't say it was just Christmas, was it?
Yeah, it was over the holidays. It was weird because it was over Christmas, New Year's. To get
2 weeks,
access.
3 weeks, 4 weeks, tell me.
When did he let you go?
Oh, that was June 1st.
Okay.
And when was the succession posted?
December 20th.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry about the confusion.
No. Something doesn't smell right. Okay.
Not familiar with due process, so what does the fire department regs say when someone is handled like this?
Well, we have what's called a progressive discipline policy. Okay, that wasn't followed either, I think I forgot to mention that. The progressive discipline policy is for a fair and equal opportunity if there's a violation of anything at the fire department. And then it progresses up, okay? The first thing is a verbal, documented verbal warning, and then it goes, and it's not right, there's different classes of offenses.
Don't you have a couple of verbal warnings before?
No, nothing, nothing, I've never been written up, I've never had verbal warnings, nothing,
I'm just saying the process.
no. Now, that's
If there was.
the due process part of the department, where it's fair. Okay?
Okay?
My question is for the trustees.
Yeah, I do want to point out one thing before, then we'll come right back to you. The Auburn Volunteer Fire Department does operate fully independently of the Auburn Township. We appoint a fire chief, but beyond that, everything else is handled internally there. It's effectively a subcontractor that provides our fire and rescue services. And to add to that, then I'm just gonna shush again, but I appreciate Mike's passion for this. He's been driven to do this since he was a little kid, and I know that because I was a cold little kid with him years ago.
My father trained them.
Yeah.
We drink beer here.
And I was as surprised by this turn of events as anyone when it happened back last summer. So, okay, back to you.
My question is to the trustees, have any of you been given an explanation from the fire department as to the chain of events that led to his dismissal and the subsequent events?
I'm gonna tell you, I've been listening, and I've known Mike for a long time. I know his family goes back to Garfield Heights with my family, and I consider him a friend and a good person. On the other hand, I've heard an awful lot of people from the community bashing the chief over this scenario. And every time someone has called me, and some of you are here who talked to me, I said, tell Mike to get on the agenda and come here and present his case. And so the chief has an opportunity to defend himself. And like I said to the chief says, I don't like to bash people in public if I don't have to. I have records, I have whatever, and I'm gonna tell you, I have heard, and again, Mike, I think you're an excellent guy as a human being. I've known you for a long time. But on some of the scenarios that people called me with, when I checked everything that they said happened, did not happen. And that's documented. And so, and again, as PJ said, we appoint the chief. The chief handles the fire department internally. So if anybody thinks that this board is gonna stand here and overturn something the chief did, that's not gonna happen. okay? Because that would just diminish the whole role of the chief. Then we might as well not even have a chief and just take over the fire department. And I appreciate, Mike, finally you coming here and defend yourself, because you think you've been wronged, and I appreciate that. But now the chief has an opportunity to state his case of why you were.
May I speak?
Absolutely.
I wasn't afforded the same opportunity, okay?
You are not. But you're coming here to the public meeting, to the trustees, so I'm assuming.
Because you're his boss.
You want all this out in the public.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. You're right, go ahead, speak.
I stated my case, the reason was fear of a vision of the fire department. Okay, and that's it. And there's nothing in writing, I have nothing in writing. Okay,
I'd just like to reiterate my question, that are the trustees aware of what, you don't have to say what the reasoning is, but have you been briefed on the reasoning behind the termination and subsequent events?
I think we're gonna hear it tonight.
well, I'm not here to
I'm not asking the
cross-examine.
chief, I'm asking the trustees, have you been briefed, are you aware?
Are we aware of the situation between Mike and the chief?
And
Yes.
why,
over a
why
year.
all of this has happened? That's all I
Absolutely.
wanted to know. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, question, if you're aware of it, you still support the chief?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's not diminishing Mike, he may have a
It
legitimate,
is.
but
It is.
Mike
He did not have due process.
He is our chief,
He did not
and
have
he will
due
explain
process.
what his process was.
Okay, let's hear it.
We'll start with, he said he was fired, he was never terminated. Never once said you're terminated, but you've been telling people that.
No, I haven't been telling, you straightened me out the next day when you told me you said I wasn't.
Right, and I said, let's get together and talk. You said, what were your words?
No,
Say
It
it.
was more than that, but.
I'm not here to get interrogated.
Well, wait a
He
minute, you're
made his decision.
wait, no, Mike,
He
come
made
on.
his decision and it's done.
You, obviously, these people that you brought with you, they wanna hear the other side. You
Okay, well, they
presented your
can ask
side,
questions if they want them.
because I've heard all their side for over a year now, and I've
Okay.
taken it all in. And when I've checked with the chief, I got a legitimate answer, so, but the chief does not wanna make that in public, but now that you're here,
Okay.
and you want it out in public, go ahead,
Well, if
chief.
it's not in writing, it didn't happen. Okay? I've never seen a business run this way, sir. If it's not in writing, how do I know? How is it official? I have nothing in my file, sir. Nothing, zero, not one write-up. And then we're gonna have it here, there's nothing on paper to back it up. I have everything to back myself up here. Okay? If I can see a document where I was written up and was in my file, okay, I'm not gonna stand here and be interrogated over this and cross-examine when there's no documentation.
As I said, this the fire department runs internally and separate from the township. I had a very short stretch as this board's liaison to the fire board over there. And I can tell you at that point, and Mike, I think you can probably concur that, they take these bylaws, these rules and regulations and standards that the department operates by deadly seriously, that everything gets discussed, in depth. So, that was my observation. I know it's an old one now, cause I haven't been
I
with
get
that
it.
board for a while, but, it's something that they take seriously. is
Right, and it
how-
being
how
in writing
this
is
works.
in here.
Well, that's,
There's nothing in writing.
I have two questions for you.
I'm
Did you
not gonna
request
be
a meeting with the
interrogated.
board of directors?
I am,
Did you request a meeting with the board of directors?
yes.
And what was the outcome of that meeting?
Mari Minacci contacted me and said, they're not gonna overturn or get involved because it diminishes the authority of the chief. Even though this was all violated. And a duty of the president of a corporation is to back up the membership. We're supposed to be able to go to them, make sure we have the right sections we refer to and everything. Okay? And that's what I was told, we're not going any further. That's it. I probably have an email somewhere, but it'll take me a while to find it. I can get that to you at a later time. If you have anything in writing, where I was disciplined, I'll hear it. Not hearsay.
Nobody said you were disciplined.
Disciplined
You made a change in the line officer, line officer.
with no due
Who puts
process.
you in as a line officer?
I was appointed by you. Correct? Mhm. So you have nothing in writing about me violating any of these rules, regulations, or the vision of the department, do you? And there was nothing given to me when I left that meeting, was there?
Well, that day you said you were gonna turn it into a civil matter, once
I didn't.
I hear those words,
No.
I'm not moving ahead.
I never said that, and I don't wanna get into a cross-examination situation. I have my facts in writing, I presented them. And I have the rules, regulations, and the bylaws to back what I'm saying. And my goal is to end this, get this ended so we don't have to be here again. That's my goal. And the reason I contacted you, Mike, was because I go to the boss of the person, obviously, and you three are his bosses, okay? And I'm disappointed in it, I mean, I don't understand, okay? 45 years and my fire career's out the door. This is not right. It's right here, in this book. And yes, I know you're not gonna overturn anything in the fire chief, I already know that. But guess what, he's a department member as well. An Auburn Fire Department department member.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's listed as a firefighter. Correction, he's listed as a volunteer. He is a member of the Auburn Fire Department. And he has to follow every rule and regulation, just like the newest guy that got hired.
So Mike, what is your specific ask? Why?
I want to get back to where I was to serve this community like I have been for 45 years.
Let me be reinstated.
I want to be reinstated, yes I do. That's my bottom line request.
You have gone on so many calls, and I have the pulse point on my phone, and you would be so professional during calls.
This fellow, Nick's got, I think, a question.
Yeah, just basically, if there was no written discipline and the structure of the corporation is that there must be a written reason behind any change in lineup, any change in position, or any demotion, then why wasn't there, and what, where does that responsibility fall to deal with that issue, if that's the primary issue to be addressed? If there was no written reason for the change. And what was the reason? Why can't it be put in writing? Where does that protocol come into play, if that is what's in the bylaws of the corporation of the fire department?
Well,
Again, you have to talk to the fire department about that, that's their bylaws.
The trustees are responsible for the
Those
fire
are the fire
department.
departments.
so-
We
bylaws.
contract the fire department, we're responsible for giving fire services. We do that by way of going with an independent organization. We don't run our own fire department, we contract with them, we pay for those services.
You really want to, so you're the trustees that run the township, but you don't run your own fire department?
No, we
That
don't.
really
That's
is
right.
Absolutely.
We contract.
You contract it, but you have control. In the end, you do have
So
some
now
you're
control.
making a
You have the
statement,
right
or
to
you
We
hire
have
a fire
control, yeah,
department.
we can not write them a check.
No, but you have some control, and you have a responsibility to the community to address what goes on in our fire department. This is something that doesn't seem very right here, and you have a responsibility to the community to address it.
Are you guys paid? Are you paid?
Yes. And I don't want to go here,
Okay.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I am financially being strapped because of this too. And it's not about, I have my own money. It's not about the money, I just want to say it. This is a disciplinary action that affects my income, okay, my family, and everything else, and the people that support me here.
So Mike, your paycheck came from whom?
Auburn Fire Department, which contracts to the township, so ultimately it's township money. But it's an Auburn Volunteer Fire Department Incorporated direct deposit.
It's a common relationship with any township that has a volunteer
Yes.
fire department. It's,
Township.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not a township fire department.
So who's the HR record, right? If there's a file on all the firemen or fire people, who owns that? Is
It
it
would
all
be
fire
internal
department?
with the fire department.
So who's the HR person then?
That would be Christine Blazer, I believe. Now, the chiefs would be with the township, I'd imagine, right?
So your argument is really with the wrong, is with the fire department. But I would say,
I
would-
can't go to
I hear what you're saying.
accuse her.
But legally, right, I mean, you're stating your case in front of us.
Yeah.
And it's nothing, they're not empowered to do something. The only power they have is to change the chief, which I think, you know, that I think, oh, you may wanna reconsider that over time as far as his ability to manage the fire department. So that's something I think Mike puts in question is his ability and capability of managing Auburn Township and the fire department. That would be on you. So if he were to sue the fire department, because he probably has a right to due process if it's not already done, that's gonna come back, I would think, that Auburn Township, and ultimately the responsibility was gonna be
I
on the
think
chief.
you've put some thought into this, and that's a potential outcome.
I mean, it's business, there has to
It
be a
is.
due process, I think everyone, Mike is asking for that. You deserve that, but these folks here are just, they can't, I don't know what kind of power they have, but obviously, there's some legal.
Mike, did you promote this same case that you're doing here tonight to the fire department? In front of the fire department?
Yes,
And?
in front of, we mean, the
The
board.
fire, the whole fire department?
When
everywhere.
The membership.
When would I do that?
I don't know.
The chief already posted this. They have nothing to say to me. I was demoted for failure to file the vision. They know the same thing I
But
do.
you're opposed to that, you're saying that you weren't given due process.
I'm not saying that
This
it's
thing that you're
factual.
doing here tonight,
Yeah.
have you done in front of the full fire department to say, hey, I haven't been treated fairly here, and this is why? Have you said that in front
Probably
of
on
the
an
whole
individual
board?
basis, but
My understanding
Falls
is,
on deaf
Requested
ears.
a meeting.
what's that?
Have they given you an opportunity to speak in front of the fire department officials and present this same case?
Yes, you talked to the board of directors.
It would be the
correct?
board of directors, and I
You did?
did, yes. And that's when I explained, I was told that it wouldn't set good precedents if they requested the chief to overturn this, even though these were violated within the fire department.
Well, we all have bosses and employers that we look up to in those cases, and that boss is the one who has your back at the moment. And you need to keep that in mind, that these are just the bosses of chief. That it sounds very much like an internal matter that needs to be
There,
handled
that's the way
internally.
it was put to me, there was no internal matter. That's a false.
No, I meant
Yeah.
not.
But understand, I was told that.
No, I meant that this is between you and the fire department, not these folks.
Well, again, you're right.
I mean, and
You're right.
I've got a lot of respect for everybody, you know, I have.
You're right. I agree with you. Okay, but I went to the fire department. I got nowhere. They don't wanna go against the chief, understand me. Okay, nobody wants to do that. They might be on the other end like I am. Not saying that that would happen.
Mike, were you let go or were you fired? Did you receive
I was
unemployment?
demoted from assistant chief down to
all
nothing.
right, we gotta clarify that,
Firefighter.
if we gotta go back, that you're still a member of the
Yes, I'm still a member of the fire department, yes.
which I would think would open the door for you to address the membership, since you're still a member.
That's not, addressing the membership will, believe me.
That's just an
I will
assumption,
have
I
no-
don't know for sure.
No, PJ, I see where you're coming from, and I would agree normally, but there's a whole change going on right now over there. It's gonna fall on deaf ears, I guess.
Yeah, okay, and we've got an hour and a half of stuff to do yet tonight, so
Can
we
I
are
just
gonna
add
move on.
one last thing to Mike?
Sure.
Mike, we live in I mean, I'm taking the commissioner's side, because it's at will, right?
Sure.
And so, as much as we would like to support you, and like to see you reinstated, even though I don't know you, I hear your case. It's just that the reality is, you know, there's an at-will situation.
Agreed.
And so the protocol for that would be go back to the fire department, which you already have. And if you think you have a case, then, you know, you probably need to get someone that can help you argue your case. Because right now, you're presenting your case, but it's on the back of a binder, okay? And so we appreciate your service, Auburn Township, for sure. And so, but that's my closing comment for just,
I get it.
Yeah.
This is the last step I have
yes.
to try to save my 45-year fighter career.
And I really hope you're still responding to calls and have everybody.
I have no authority to go direct to calls anymore. I can go to the station and do a report
You can respond to the equipment too.
on a secondary call. Sure.
Well, I would be negligent to not reiterate that we do appoint the fire chief. While I've been doing this job, I've worked with, I think it's 5 or 6 different chiefs. And John Phillips has done an outstanding job of running that station. We have had very few bumps in the road while Chief's been in the position. Somebody's mentioned precedent setting a couple times earlier, and yeah, that is our, I guess, our one avenue that we could pursue. I feel bad what's happened to Mike here too, and when you think fire department is done, you think of these guys, because they've been there forever, almost literally. I hate to see this, the department weakened in any fashion. But once again, if we started to address the leadership of that department over every personnel issue, we can achieve greatly. I'm not willing to do that either.
I don't think Mike, PJ, I don't think Mike's trying to do that. You know, I've had a long talk with him, and, you know, he considers John like a brother, and it's kind of like a punch in the gut to him.
I agree.
Because here's a guy that started him, and, you know, the both of them looked up at each other for many years. I don't know how it got this way. You're a good guy, he's a good guy. I wish you guys could fix it. It'd be
I'm willing
very
to sit down
sad
and
for
fix it
him
with
not
the
to
chief
finish his
and get,
career.
you know, get back on track.
John, how many years you got in here?
Going on 50,
Yeah.
When you retire?
couple of years.
There you go, kids. There you go.
And I will say I did put in for my position back with my
I
resume.
saw that.
Okay, you guys, for everybody here. Okay, and I'll put my resume up against anybody.
I don't think anybody's challenging that, Mike.
I just wanted
All right.
Well, I'm gonna iterate the
I'm
same
good, I'm
thing,
done.
same thing that PJ said. I've known you for a long time, and your family, and I consider you a friend, and I know you're a good person, and I know the chief's a good person, and I'll back up what he said. You got 2 good people here. I hope you can work it out. But
Is there
it can't be worked out by this board.
Is there a liaison between the trustees and the fire department?
The chief.
PJ mentioned, no, I just
The
meant,
chief.
I thought PJ said he worked that way with him.
Mike is our,
I'm the fire department liaison. Have been for
So,
18 years.
you have anything you could do to help this situation? Or, I'm not,
As
I
I
know,
told
I
Mike
know
when
there's
this originally happened,
divisions, you know,
there's
fire
the
department.
situation right
Trustees.
now, as it sits, is between Mike and the chief. The only person that can reinstate Mike to that position would be the chief. So he can come to us, he can talk to everybody in this room, he can talk to you. The chief is the one that he should have been working with from day one when there was a problem. And he's still the person you have to deal with and figure out what's going on between the 2 of you. You guys have to figure this out. You have to work it out. I know you're angry with what he did, and I don't think he just jumped out there one day and said, you know what, after 45 years, I don't like you anymore. There's obviously something here. You 2 have to work it out. If you can't, then you're gonna be right where you're at. No, we're not gonna fire the chief and make you chief, that's not gonna happen, okay? That's why we have him in there. These are tough decisions. I don't think he did it lightly, and there must have been something there. He didn't just wake up one day and said, yeah, you know what, I want you gone. Yes?
Just if the policy of the fire department is that there must be a written disciplinary action for a change of position of this nature, and that wasn't followed, that wasn't the case, whose responsibility, who does that fall under to address the
He
fact
would have
that-
to address the fire department, which he did.
Okay, but
Okay, and his-
you're the liaison, so I'm simply asking, if the chief didn't follow the protocol, and I'm not saying he didn't, I'm just saying if that's the
Let's
case,
see, do I have anybody here who's part of the
who does,
board on the fire
who
department?
does that fall
Oh,
under?
we have one.
Okay,
He is part of the board of directors.
okay, so the board of directors would then hear that scenario, so Mike needs to bring his cause of not being given due process to the board again to have that addressed, right?
That's a possibility, yes.
Okay. So whatever is necessary to get a hearing before the board.
Can I amend to that though? I think some different sections of the bylaw document are being,
Misconstrued.
well, kind of blended, I'd say.
That may be the case, I'm just saying, if
Just
there was something missed,
appointments-
there ought to be someone in place to take care of it.
Appointments to the line officer corps are strictly the auspices of the fire chief. He does not consult the board of directors. He might consult his other officers, but he does not consult. He is in charge of appointments and, it's going to start with disappointments, okay? There is no due process going along with a reappointment or a realignment of the line officer corps. Mr. Cardeman is taking it as a disciplinary action. Then he's bringing that portion into it, and I can't tell you that there is or not a disciplinary action component of this reappointment of a line officer ranking. All right? And I can tell you, I've been there because I was assistant chief at one time. I've gone up in the ranks and I've come down on the ranks.
That's very helpful, and I wish that someone had explained that a little earlier.
Not a problem at all. I try not to get in the middle of things bigger than.
Well, he's not, he's just at all the meetings, so he wasn't here to be dragged into this, but, sorry. You were here.
No problem.
We're gonna have to wrap this up, as
I
I
just
said.
make one real quick,
Go ahead.
real quick question
Right.
actually to Chief Phillips. Are you willing to work with Mike Hardeman?
Yes, I suggested the next day, let's get together.
Well, then let's do that. Mike,
Sure, absolutely.
Chief,
Yes,
we'll make arrangements because that way we can avoid a whole bunch of this going on ever again.
well, Vince, it's up to me.
The community, the people that have talked to me and asked me what they need to do in order to get Mike back to where he was because they appreciate him and they love him in this community, and made it very clear to me that they would like this to be fixed because they want him back there.
Well,
You
believe it
guys
or not,
have
I
been
love to
friends
do it.
for, I don't know how long, I don't know, I can't even count the number of years, and I'd like to see that resolved too, because I know that's a big part of the issue.
Well, it
You
didn't
don't
come
just lose
easy,
a
I can tell you
friendship
that
for
much.
40 or 50 years,
Sure.
and,
Of course you do.
and turn around, and bitter words are gonna be said when somebody does something. So let's fix this, please. What else?
I think that'd be a good move, thank you.
This has an effect on everything, including your family life and my family life.
Okay,
All right,
I thank you for
thank
your.
I'm done, I'm
Thank you.
done. I would say, chief, I love you very much. And I'll never stop loving you. Okay, let's not let this get between us, all right?
Well, let's get together and talk.
Okay.
All right, thank you everyone for coming out. I think those were great questions.
I'm glad that we finally
I
got
think
something
we've all
to
at least learned a little bit more about how the fire department operates, and I thank you for all your questions. And
Thank you guys, I know we took a lot of your time, a lot of good stuff, I mean, you guys got a lot of facts up there, so.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna
Thank
give
you, everybody.
everybody the opportunity right now, who doesn't wanna listen to 10 pages of motions that are really boring,
Thank you.
leave
If you wanna
now.
leave, you can go now.
I'm giving everybody the opportunity.
I have to get up to 2.
Get in, go
That
ahead.
includes you.
Am I being reappointed?
You'll read about it in the paper tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Okay, we are going to move into this organizational meeting. So, first we're going to, get a couple things done. First, we're gonna, make a motion that Mike Lujroyan will be the chairman of this board for the next 12 months.
I will second that motion.
Mike,
Yes.
Oh, sure, he's Mike.
I know, I just told that.
Yes.
You're wearing a tie.
Is that it? Okay, well then put a
Put your first
Mr.
name, put a flannel
Put a
shirt on.
Mr. in front of it then.
Mike, take over.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion, for, let's see, you were, okay, PJ's turn, okay. Motion to appoint P.J. Kavanaugh as vice chairman.
I'll second it.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get called on that one. Yes.
Okay, they're gonna have to roll with me on this now.
Yeah,
I'm
come
chairman,
on, just
'cause I
read
got-
it, let's go.
I got a way of doing this.
Come on, I wanna be home before halftime.
First off, I'm gonna do everything, I'm not gonna ask for a motion, I'm gonna do everything in the form of a motion for a while till I get tired.
Okay,
So all I need is a second, or if you wanna discuss it or don't wanna do it, let me know.
PJ and I read the whole thing ourselves, didn't we?
Okay.
You're old.
Motion to have the regular meetings, January through December, will be held on the first and third Monday of each month. I'm going to add something to that. Nancy, pay attention, because you gotta write this down. But can be rescheduled as required, with legal notice to accommodate township holidays, which is where we're sitting at right now, because that's why it's, that whole statement seems stupid when I'm
So
doing it on the
moved.
second Monday.
That's the second.
So, that's my motion.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion that in accordance with trustees' request, that anyone who wants to be on the agenda, give any trustees, the fiscal officer, or office administrator 1 week advance notice. Reporters are asked to hold their questions till the end of the meeting.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yep.
McCune.
Yes.
Videotaping meetings. Motion that in accordance with videotaping public meetings in Auburn Township is permitted, providing the videotaping does not interfere, obstruct, or otherwise disturb the proceedings. Video equipment must be set up in the designated area and done in an unobtrusive manner. No artificial photographic lighting shall be permitted. The equipment must be operated silently.
Don't we just call that the Jones one? Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion that in accordance with the Senate Bill number 74, Sunshine Law, a fee of, and we'll stick with the $52, be paid in advance annually, plus a self-addressed stamped envelope by any person requesting advance notification of meetings. This resolution does not apply to news media.
I'll second. Or make the motion. You made it a motion. Second.
I'm making all the motions.
Right, okay.
But that's why it takes 12 hours to do this, if I
Okay.
let me motion.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to appoint the media of choice as www.auburntownship.com and the Maple Leaf Primary News Herald as needed.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Make motion to appoint Frank Kitco as zoning inspector.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, where's my calculator? Okay, this is, commission, zoning inspector compensation. Zoning inspector commission to be at a rate of $2,709 per month.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
One down.
Okay. Fire prevention officer, I'd like to reappoint John L. Phillips as Auburn Township Fire Chief.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Compensation for fire prevention officer / fire chief. Looking at a rate of $67,308 per annum.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, part-time assistant to the fiscal office. And like to have that as, well, increase the current hourly rate of $25 per hour by 3.2% cost of living, to a total of $25.80 per hour.
Yes.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, Fire Department mutual aid, motion to accept all mutual aid agreements negotiated by the Auburn Volunteer Fire Department Corporation as binding.
Yes.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, cemetery sexton, I'd like to reappoint Michael Ludwig as cemetery sexton for 2024.
So moved.
I just moved it.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Compensation for trustees, payment method shall be.
Wait a minute, I missed one.
Compensation.
Which one? Damn it.
Sexton,
Sexton, second compensation,
Maybe we
yeah.
should rethink this.
Compensate the cemetery sexton at a rate of $434 per month.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Compensation for trustees is a motion that the payment method shall be salary method for the year and paid solely from the general fund.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Bob Ford to a 3-year term on the Kenston Community Education Board to begin 1/1/24 and expire 12/31/26.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to confirm previously appointed representatives to serve a 3-year term on the Kenston Community Education Board. Robert Ford, term expires 12/31/26. Justin Yates, term expires 12/31/25. David Parker, term expires 12/31/24.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, McCune.
Yes.
Okay. Now here's where you guys get to have some fun, because, as near as I can figure, we only have one position coming open, and that will be on the commission. And that will be, Jason Wine said is willing to give up his seat if there's someone to fill the chair. I am going to recuse myself from this because I have 2 people on my street that are appointed to this job, so I don't have anything to do with this. You guys pick somebody.
So are we starting at the top with the zoning committee?
Well, yeah, and we are, actually, these spots are open, they're just, the person occupying them has
Right.
indicated an interest
So
in
why don't
coming
you
back.
just roll with that, PJ.
So we'll go back to commission, and this would be the full 5-year term. I would like to make a motion to reappoint, actually, Ted Van Heining to that 5-year full term.
I'll second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Going with what Mike said earlier, commission alternate number 1,
Move Greg Lackey.
I would make a motion to move Greg Lackey to that position. He's currently, he just finished alternate 2.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, McCune.
Yes.
Okay, so for alternate 2, young lady that's indicated interest in this for several years, she's applied a few times, and I would make a motion to appoint Angela Doherty to that
Second.
alternate 2 position on the commission.
He didn't even finish.
I know.
Troyan,
Well, as soon as you said the name, I knew.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
and McCune.
Yes.
I'm abstaining, by the way.
Can
I'm
I
not voting
ask you,
yes.
who did you appoint
From
there?
that position.
Angela Doherty.
And-
Angela Doherty.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna confirm those, because it's a handy reference point to come back to. It will be Ted Van Heining, term expiring of 12/31/28. Chad Canfield, term's gonna expire 12/31/27. Scott Brockman, 12/31/26. Jeff Pulsford, 12/31/25, and Dennis Bergansky, 12/31/24. And then Greg Lackey as alternate 1, term expires 12/31/24. Angela Doherty, alternate 2, term expires 12/31/24. That's a motion.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Gene seconded that.
oh, he seconded it? Why didn't I not know that? Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. All right, you can go back.
Let me roll back in here.
Is there
Okay,
spelling
I'd
on
like-
Angela's name? Oh,
What's
am I
that?
allowed to ask a question? On spelling for Angela's surname?
Daughherty.
Okay. That was too easy.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, compensation of zoning commission members, motion to pay them, members $60 per meeting.
I think we'll hold there.
Second.
Yeah,
Troyan,
yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
okay. I'd like to make a motion that compensation for the zoning commission secretary be at a rate of $28.05 per hour for clerical and administrative work, as well as the 2024 rate for zoning members, meetings attended. This is to include either the hours or the meetings rate, but not both.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, Board of Zoning Appeals, I'd like to reappoint Lou Tomsick to a 5-year term on the Zoning Board of Appeals to begin 1/1/24.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to appoint Mike Varley as Board of Zoning Appeals alternate 1 for a 1-year term beginning 1/1/24 and ending 12/31/24.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to appoint Ben Timmons as zoning appeals alternate number 2 for a 1-year term beginning 1/1/24 and ending 12/31/24.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
and McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to confirm previously appointed terms of the zoning board and recap the completed board as follows. Louis Tomsick, term expires 12/31/28. Doug Hoban, term expires 12/31/27. Bob Ford, term expires 12/31/26. David Parker, term expires 12/31/25. Brian Stewart, term expires 12/31/24. Alternate 1, Mike Varley, term expires 12/31/24. And alternate number 2, Ben Timmons, terms expires 12/31/24.
Second.
Who said that?
Jean did.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to pay the Board of Zoning Appeals $60 per meeting unless the meeting is solely for the purpose of approving minutes, in which case the fee would not be paid.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Board of Zoning Appeals Secretary Compensation, I'm gonna make a motion to, that be at a rate of $28.05 per hour for clerical and administrative work, as well as the 2024 rate for Board of Zoning Appeals members' meetings attended. This is to include either the hours or the meeting rate.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Emmerich Gordon as Township Highway Superintendent.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to increase the Emmerich Gordon's hourly rate by 3.2% cost of living adjustment, raised to a total of $33.27 per hour.
Second.
Mike, how much was that?
$33.27 an hour.
It went from 32.23 with 3.2%.
33.26, okay,
Oh, okay.
whatever, but
Somebody rounded
the
up.
fiscal officer,
I always round up.
Okay.
I always round the penny up. I
Okay.
go on the side of the employees.
okay. Who seconded that?
I believe Jean did.
Okay. Troyan,
Did you not?
I did.
That's what I thought. So,
Troyan,
Glad
Yes.
there's only 3 of us.
Kavanaugh,
yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Well, Mike couldn't because he made the motion, so that leaves 2 of us.
There you go. Now it's down to 2.
I got a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
That's right.
Okay, let's make a motion to increase Michael Ludwig's hourly rate from $27.81 per hour increased by 3.2%. Cost of living to a total of $28.70 per hour.
Second.
Wait a minute, okay, 28.70, sure.
Oh,
From,
I thought he said 27.
from,
Oh, from.
to.
I don't do this very often, I'm sorry.
You're
Got it,
doing
got
fine,
it.
you're doing fine.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to increase Mark Sturm's, rate from $27.81 per hour by 3.2% to $28.70 per hour.
Second.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, McCune.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, John Zoka, making a motion to increase the $27.81 hourly wage by 3.2%, cost of living adjustment to a total of $28.70 per hour, effective as of the first pay of January 2024.
Second.
And 2024 applies to all the raises, I think.
Right.
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to increase the hourly rate of Michael Fenstermeyer from $27.81 per hour by 3.2% to $28.70 per hour.
Second.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, slow down on this one, there's gonna be a deviation here.
Yeah, and there
Okay.
might be a deviation from that.
So, I'm gonna make the motion, if you guys wanna discuss it or anything, but I'm gonna throw this out here after having a discussion with Emmerich. We have traditionally, increased James Vanoy's hourly rate, to try to bring him up to, same rate as the other guys.
Yeah, he's the most recent hire,
Right,
we
right.
hired him for quite a,
And
and
he's
he's
been here
been
for-
with us now, so, go ahead, Mike, but I know I'm thinking a different number.
Okay, so anyway, first thing I wanna do is take his current pay of $21.71 per hour, give him a 3.2% increase, which would take him to $22.41 per hour. And then I would like to add an additional $2 per hour.
I'd go 3, I would. This is the youngest member of our crew over there.
I have no problem with that.
We've got some
Well,
retirements
yeah.
coming up, this is a guy I think we wanna keep.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah, he's
pretty
kinda-
much
he's
what
got some
Emmerich
time-
said,
he's got
so,
some time in
yeah, I
it,
have no
too.
problem with it, I'll change my
Going to
motion.
3?
I'll go with 3, which will take him to $25.41 per hour.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, to make a motion to increase, Nancy Dolezal's current salary of $59,785 per year by 3.2% cost of living adjustment to a total of $61,699 per year.
Second.
Thank you. Troyan,
You're welcome, yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
You're welcome, yes.
Motion to pay the assistant zoning inspector, increase from $27.18 per hour, raised by 3.2% to $28.05 per hour.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion that all road department overtime for 2024 will be approved by the road liaison, administrative and zoning department's overtime will be approved by a trustee.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, health insurance opt-out, motion that all employees have the option to opt out of health insurance coverage at the time of policy renewal each year. As an incentive, will receive a stipend of $500 per month.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Motion that the township give a stipend of $50 per month to Auburn Township designated employees that are required to have a cell phone.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
TJ. Oh, never mind, McCune. I got so hot over that raise you gave me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nancy, would you like to take a quick nap?
Do we need a recess?
Yeah.
Okay, employee cell phone recipients. Motion that the following Auburn Township employees are to have cell phones. Emmerich Gordon, Mark Sturm, Michael Ludwig, John Zoka, Mike Fenstermeyer, James Vanoy, Chief John Phillips, Frank Kitco, Jane Hardy, and Nancy Dolezal.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
You wanna give me a break here?
Oh, you. 2024 holidays. This is a motion that the following paid holidays be set for the year. New proposed national holidays: Rosa Parks Day on December 1st, New Year's Day observed Monday, January 1st, Martin Luther King Day, Monday, January 15th, President's Day, Monday, February 19th, Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th, Juneteenth, Wednesday, June 19th, Independence Day, Thursday, July 4th, Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd, Columbus Day, Monday, October 14th, Veterans Day observed Monday, November 11th, Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 28th, Christmas is on Wednesday, December 25th. These days are optional holidays and may be worked in exchange for taking off the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and/or New Year's Eve.
That would be Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, and Columbus Day.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Zoning amendment application fee, which is currently $800. That's a motion that the fee for filing a zoning amendment application will be $800 plus cost to include mailing, legal advertising, court report, and any other miscellaneous costs incurred.
Second?
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Zoning appeal hearing fee, current cost is $540 and $180. The motion is the fee for a zoning board of appeals variance or conditional use request be the $545. If there are multiple requests for the same applicant, same hearing, an additional $180 fee per request will be assessed.
Second?
Question, it's listed currently as $545, but I thought I heard $540,
Just now?
just now, so.
No, it
it's
was
either
$545 if I made a mistake.
Yeah, well, it's either, yeah, one of the two of us,
Okay.
so thank you for pointing that out.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Town hall rental rate. Is this something you want to discuss before we go into PJ, or?
We adjusted this for
Did we
that
do it last year?
hour, we did that hourly thing.
Okay.
We put in there, and I think it worked.
All right, so this is a motion to establish a fee of $100 for residents, $200 for non-residents for the first 4 hours, and an additional $20 per hour thereafter for the rental of the town hall. The trustees may waive the fee for schools, religious church functions, homeowners associations, YMCA, YWCA, and senior citizens, etc. The fee for 2024 will be waived for the following organizations: the Boy Scouts, the Cub Scouts, the Girl Scouts, and the Auburn 4-H clubs.
Second?
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Okay, this is for town hall rental rate. Is this the one you wanted to discuss?
I really,
No? I
no,
thought you
we
had
made
talked about
adjustments
some stuff.
before, mostly, my thing was always the funeral luncheon thing, but there being no church in town
Right,
anymore.
okay, this is the town hall rental rate. This is a motion to establish the rental rate for Adam Hall is $120 per hour, currently $85 for Auburn residents. Out of township residents is $175. Cleaning is $300. Refundable,
No, let's
How's
start
that?
that over.
Okay,
I'll get to that one.
to establish the rental rate for Adam Hall for a resident
Is
is $185.
$85 per hour currently.
Currently, 120, what's the 120?
That's for an
Out
out
of
of
town
town resident.
Township resident,
And the cleaning fee is $175.
175. All right, and a refundable damage deposit and hourly
That's
security
300.
guard fee set by the Geauga County Sheriff's Office for the events serving alcohol. Rental fees may be charged by the Board of Trustees on a case-by-case basis for schools, civic groups, religious church functions, homeowners associations, senior citizens, etc. And that amount, and the last was $300, so.
If that's a motion, I'll second it, but I wanna add to that, we've already gotten notice that the sheriff's
Sheriff's
department's
Department's
going
going
up
up
next year.
$50.
That's why we don't put a number on here,
Right,
because
right.
we don't have any
Okay.
control over that.
Adam Hall Funeral Luncheon
Let's
Gathering.
finish that one.
Troyan?
No, somebody needed to second that, I think I did.
Oh, you
Now we
did.
have to
Yeah.
vote.
Troyan, vote.
Yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Okay, next is Adam Hoff Funeral Luncheon Gathering Date. Is this the one you have some?
Yeah, I don't really
You
wanna
take that
adjust
one,
it,
go
because
ahead.
we did this before, we actually dialed this back a little bit, due to the fact that the church is no longer available like it used to be for these kind of events, but. Alright, so funeral lunch and gathering rate to establish 4-hour flat fee rate of $250 for Auburn residents, $350 for out-of-town residents for funeral lunches. Gatherings held Monday through Thursday between 8 and 4. Additional hourly security guard fees set by the Geauga County Sheriff's Office will be required if serving alcohol. That's the motion.
second,
Troyan,
yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Go ahead, take the rest of the page.
Okay. Opening of graves. Opening of graves for new internments on weekdays up to 2:30 will be $345. And will be $495 after 2:30 p.m. on weekdays and Saturdays. Cemetery must be vacated by 12 noon on Saturday, or an additional hourly fee of $145 will be assessed. There will be no burials on Sunday or any township legal holidays. Interment of ashes or small infants on weekdays up to 2:30 will be current $250 and will be $350 after 2:30 p.m. weekdays and Saturdays, or if a vault is used. Current, it'll be $250 on weekdays before 2:30 and $350 after 2:30 and Saturdays. That's the
Second.
motion.
Second,
In other words, we're keeping the same rates.
right,
Troyan,
yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yeah.
McCune.
yes.
This is also something we addressed recently, is graves and footers. Price of a grave for non-residents is $600 and $100 for an infant. The price of a grave for residents is $100 per grave, $400 per lot of 4. At Shady Side Cemetery, there are no lots available here at Maple Shade, so.
Second,
Who's seconded?
Gene did.
Troyan,
yes,
Kavanaugh, McCune.
yes.
And footers will be charged at the rate of $200 for the first 2 square feet and $50 for each additional and or partial square foot. That's the motion.
Second,
I'll jump in on this one. I'd like to make a motion to appoint P.J. Kavanaugh as
We
road
gotta vote.
wait.
We gotta
Wait,
vote
we
on
didn't vote,
footers.
yes.
We gotta
No,
vote on
yeses.
footers.
Hold the phone.
Troyan,
Yes,
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
McCune.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, Mike.
okay, let's try that again. I'd like to appoint, motion to appoint P.J. as road department liaison.
second,
Troyan,
Yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
yes.
and I'd also like to make a motion to appoint Gene McCune as the properties liaison.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Let me just say I'm highly honored for the, yes.
Liaison to the fire department, based on what happened tonight, I'd like to nominate Mike. Mike Troy to continue as fire department liaison.
Yes.
Troyan,
yes,
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
okay, yeah, the fire dependent board, and a motion, well,
Keep it the same.
well, what it's gonna be is, that we always have it as the, typically the chairman and vice chairman. But, so,
That didn't happen, did it?
no, so, since I thought of it first, I'll make a motion to appoint Gene McCune and PJ Kavanaugh as representatives for the,
Yeah, I'll second that, something I hope we continue to never use, so,
Amen to that.
Troyan,
yes.
Kavanaugh,
yes.
McCune.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a motion to appoint PJ as designated employer representative.
I can
Do I have a
second that. I'll
second?
second it, there's no P there, so,
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
yes.
McCune.
Yes.
And I'd like to motion that Nancy Dolezal continue as a designated employer representative.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion that the chairperson of the Board of Trustees and the fiscal officer of the township shall form a records commission and shall meet at least once every 12 months.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
To make a motion that the township highway superintendent attend the first meeting of each month and present a report.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
To make a motion that the zoning inspector attend the first meeting of each month and present a report.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that the fire prevention officer as designated representative attend the second meeting of each month and present a report.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that the cemetery sexton shall submit a monthly report to the Board of Trustees and attend the meeting as requested by the board.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion that the Board of Zoning Appeals schedules a minimum of 6 meetings per year. They may coincide with an appeal meeting or be held as an organizational nature at the chairman's discretion.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now, currently we have 12 meetings per year, up to 24. We have a recommendation that Jane consider changing it to a minimum of 12 meetings per year.
10.
Anybody have a problem with that?
She's talking about
She says
10.
10.
We're at 12 currently.
Right.
She wants to.
She wants to
back
change
a
it to
bit.
10.
Correct.
Which, I think we're at the upper end of townships requiring a monthly meeting. I do, because Newberry doesn't meet anywhere near that often. I'm sure the western tier does all the time, but, you know.
Okay, well, we'll try this. Okay, I'll make a motion that it holds a minimum of 10 meetings per year with a maximum of 24. Additional meetings can be approved by the Board of Trustees.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Zoning reports. Motion that a report of the attendance of members of both the zoning commission and the Board of Zoning Appeals will be presented to the Board of Trustees. The secretary of each board will provide the report to the trustees at the end of June for the previous 6-month period and at the end of December for the previous 6-month period. Compensation will then be made to the members.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion to allow each trustee to authorize an expenditure of up to $10,000 in legitimate township expenses.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
We
Okay.
didn't look that up, sorry,
What?
What's that?
the rate per mile.
Well, then let's
It
just.
just says the IRS
we'll Go
website,
with
right?
the current IRS as of
Yeah.
today.
That's why we don't cut it out there, so.
Right.
Yeah, motion to reimburse mileage at the current IRS standard deduction rate per the IRS website, adjusted January 1st and readjusted July 1st every year.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion that we encumber funds for the Ohio Township Association Convention in Columbus and pay all necessary convention expenses.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion to allow the purchase of sundry items to benefit employees and others for such things as coffee and supplies, paper products, greeting cards, etc.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Motion to copies
Yes.
of township documents requested from and supplied to the general public will be charged at a rate of 10 cents per page.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion, know that no personal items shall be purchased using a township charge card or account. Only authorized personnel shall charge items on township's account.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Motion to designate as depositories, Middlefield Banking Company and Star Plus.
Star Plus, which that's an investment thing, short term, and it looks like Dan wants to edit that First National.
Yeah, we got rid of them.
Okay, it's to designate as
So, Middlefield
depository.
Bank and Star Plus. Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay, motion to request a tax advance at the maximum available from general fund, road and bridge fund, and fire department fund from Geauga County Auditor.
I think we already did that in December, but I don't see any harm in being redundant, so I'll second it.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Dan insisted we have to do it, or is it, then we got a whole agenda for it.
Okay, now. Roll the last page there, Jane.
Direct deposits and electronic transfers. Motion to authorize the payment of lawful obligations of the township by direct deposit of funds by electronic transfer in accordance with section 9.37 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Unused equipment. The motion that the equipment deemed no longer useful to the township by motion of the Board of Trustees at a regular meeting will be listed on the township website and posted for auction to the highest bidder on govdeals.com.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Health District Representatives. Will make the motion, since it's currently the chairman and the vice chairman, to make Mike Troyan and PJ Kavanaugh appointed as chairman and vice chairman representatives for the Auburn Township Trustees for the County Health District for a 1-year term.
Second.
Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. Compliance. To remain in compliance with electronic meeting requirements.
Yeah, I'll second it, why not?
Yeah,
We
that
should- we
was
should be-
from COVID.
That's from COVID, but we should be compliant anyway.
Troyan, Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
Yes. So we have an updated page here. I
You
see.
do.
Yeah.
Tax advance. This is a motion to
No, this,
no?
we did that, it's this.
It's the red one.
Oh, just the red one, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Relocation of appropriations within a fund. This is a motion to authorize the fiscal officer to move and reallocate appropriations from one appropriation program and/or object code within a fund to another appropriation program and/or object code within the same fund to meet actual expenditure needs during the fiscal year that differs from those anticipated in the original appropriation resolution. I'm assuming that this has to do with the truck. We're gonna say for the truck, is that part of it?
No, this is like when he has to move money to pay a
Okay.
light bill or some such
Yeah.
thing.
It's a
I
movie
think it
out of-
was for
out of the gas,
utilities.
big gas bill
Okay.
account to pay the electric
Yeah.
bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a motion.
And I don't have any problem with that, but does that meet the requirements of our auditor's office? I
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
assuming Dan probably
Dan
checked with that
researched
before
this
he
and-
did it.
So we're good?
Yeah, I think so. Make a second.
Okay, then I'm also gonna add to that, following, much like when we authorize an expenditure as an individual on the board and announce $10,000, we always bring it up to the board later. So we would want notification of this
Okay.
as soon as possible.
Who seconds?
I'll second it, but I wanna add that.
But with the update,
Yeah.
okay. Troyan,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes,
Yes.
McKeon.
yeah, without having, you know, legal terms, we need a paper trail of all this stuff.
Yeah, I
so.
believe, Dan, when he explained that, he said it was to transfer money from the gas account to the electronic, in order
Within
to
a
pay the
fund.
bill.
Within a fund.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in order
so,
to pay it
yeah.
on time, but then he does bring the appropriation to you.
Good.
So
Okay, that'll
I
work.
will add that.
Before we, that's the last item, right?
Oh,
Was that the last item?
oh.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh,
Before
public
we-
comment?
What's that?
Public comment, I have a question. In light of, the transparency and audibly at, employees having their improved financial, income revealed, I'd be, grateful for the transparency on the part of the trustees in, telling us the formula for their own, salary based on its township assets, of course, at this point, right?
That's set, yeah, that's set by the Ohio Revised Code.
It's, yeah,
But again, in the,
you would like, when the meeting is being held, to actually put the amount that they're getting.
no, not so much, just, a yearly rate as a base, of assets, or a COLA, a cost of living, based on a monthly, rate, but yeah, to have a fixed rate, so,
Well, The ORC establishes exactly.
It's based on your
It's
budget.
based on how much we do per year, what our total volume is, and then based on the.
Well, that's clear to you, but it's not so clear to the rest of us, and rather than make a mistake, I'd appreciate the transparency.
Well,
Of what our budget,
No,
should
no,
be on- what our salaries that we make as a trustee?
well, as trustees, what is your monthly or yearly, assigned income? And that's
Yeah,
pretty
It's
transparent.
actually on,
yeah,
hang
it's
on,
public,
we
it
might
is
have this, I
public
got a pay
knowledge,
stub
and it's
here.
on, it is on the, yeah, Dan looks
it's
it up on the.
posted, yeah, it's,
That may be,
If
but.
they don't know what our budget is, they don't know.
we don't know what our
I know,
budget
that's
is.
what I mean.
That's
Do
true.
you know what your monthly?
That's
It
true.
changes.
Yeah.
I'm aware
Here's
of
my
that.
pay stub from the last one, end of December. My total compensation was $18,444.97.
Wait a minute, you made that much?
No, based on how many months then?
That was the annual salary for 12 months.
18,444.
Right,
Did I get
$97.
that and change?
Hmm?
All right, I got the dollar amount, and I'm happy with that.
No,
So
it's,
if you repeat
97 cents is
Okay, but it was
the, $18,444.97.
Thank you, I
That was
appreciate
my
it.
annual,
You guys need a raise.
Where did you see that?
I think we take a pay cut this year.
oh, look, yours is $18,444.97.
That's how much
too.
money I got paid? That seems like an awful lot.
Thank you for that, and as a side note, the chills went up and down my spine when I noted that Middlefield Bank is one of your prime depositories.
You got that letter too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was all over it was all over. And so, at unpredictable times of the day, and, we may have had our first experience.
Oh, you
Somebody
think
You got
used it?
scammed?
Somebody used it?
Well, the question is, yeah, the real fear is how many more might there be?
Yeah.
You know, once one, they get that and they sell it on the black market and then
That's right.
you're getting hacked.
That's right.
When I first got that letter addressed to me, I'm thinking, I have no accounts with Middlefield
Yeah.
Bank, I never have, but then I realized that we're talking, the township is, right?
I have a friend that, is with the Fair Board, they were also banking with
That's the
Middlefield.
letter right there.
They were hacked, and his, you too? Yeah. His information was used to try to purchase a truck, so I was
I
told.
believe it, I
So
wouldn't
it's been
have,
used, it's there,
when
it's
they,
getting out there.
oh, man.
Yeah. They're offering us, anybody who was affected here, 1 year of LifeLock, is that, you hear that? But they're not real good on returning phone calls.
No,
either.
they're
That's
not.
the thing, so,
And if you call them directly, they are not
yeah.
good. I mean, it's kind of like kick the can down the road, and here's another number you can call.
Yeah,
That's upsetting.
they
Yeah,
said
I
because.
looked at that LifeLock thing, and you get to that one page where it's like,
Forget it.
here, write down all of your past, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
And
shouldn't
here's the
happen.
problem, if you do anything on the internet, they have everything
got
about you they want. I've been hacked so many times in the
I
last
know.
3 years, I still don't have my Amazon account
I know,
back.
yeah, I know what I'm thinking. Oh my God.
I'll tell you what I do, and I'm sure you guys do, the first thing I do when my feet hit the floor, I check my bank accounts to see if, somebody took money out of my account, I don't know what else you can do.
I don't know, but it came at a rotten time of the year to tell us. But, so, at any rate, thank you.
I'd like to make one recommendation. On the videotaping, take the taping out and just make a video recording. I haven't used tape in 20 years.
You always got us on a technicality then.
Yeah. So will anybody else.
Keep that in your back pocket.
Chief, did you see this? Fire closes Aurora Target indefinitely, 6 fire departments respond.
Yeah, they were there.
No, down here
Wow.
off,
Why?
Pettibone there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what happened?
And
It
it
says
was
fire closes
started a
Aurora
fire.
Target
Target down
indefinitely.
there.
Oh,
Indefinitely?
Lot of
Six.
damage.
6 fire departments respond.
When did that happen, today?
I don't know, I just got it on my phone now.
I love that store.
Right.
Starbucks is in there.
tonight.
That's what it said.
Oh,
I wanna say somewhere around 7:15, 7:30.
They just remodeled that place.
No, it had to be 7 to 7:15. Cause we were here at 7:30.
Bainbridge, a local Target will be closed indefinitely and merchandise thrown out after the fire Monday night. Bainbridge Fire Department will call to the Aurora Target around 6:30 PM. Customers and employees were evacuated immediately, no one was hurt. According to Bainbridge Fire Chief, officials are still investigating what caused the fire. Crews estimate almost all merchandise from the store may be lost due to smoke damage and fire. The fire was put out within 15 minutes of crews arriving. The store sprinklers also helped put out the fire. There is no estimation on when the Target could, or if they will, reopen. That's interesting, huh?
God bless sprinklers, that's all I had to say.
Wow.
It's still active on Pulse Point. I'm showing them it's still active.
Okay, anybody else? Well, you're in charge, right? So you asked for them.
Mr. Chairman.
What do you want to do?
I'm thinking he's gonna be looking for a motion here at some point.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. More stuff.
Yes.
Tran? Kavanaugh,
Yes.
McCune.
No, I want to stay here.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Oh, thanks, yeah.